Yeah, today one more session on interview questions. That is topic is arrays. Right? What interview questions we can expect? Right, on arrays. Right? We will see. Right. First question is what is an array in Java? Right. We already know. Right. Array is if you want to store the multiple values of same data type of fixed length. Right. Then we will go for a array. Right. That is an array. Simple definition. How do you declare initialize an array in Java? Right. Declaration in Java. Declaration in Java. Right. How do you declare int square brackets variable name equal to new int of size? We have to give inside a square brackets how many elements we want to store. We have to give declaration with size. Right. We can, if you know the prior to creation of the array, if you know already what values we want to store, then we will go for a direct initialization. Right. If you don't know, then we will go for first syntax. If you know already what values you want to store, then we will go for second syntax. Right. What is the default value of an array in Java? Right. In array we can store all the numeric data types and right. Then what is the default value if we store? For numeric types, byte, short, int, long, right, float, double, it will be a 0. It will be a 0. For char, it will be a null character in Unicode. It is equivalent to 0 in the ASCII code. For Boolean, it will be false. For object references, null. Right. What is the difference between an array and array list? Next question is difference between array and array. Array is a, once we create the array, it is a fixed size, but array list is a dynamic size. It will grow dynamically. Right, can store primitives. Array list we can store objects. Performance wise, array is faster, but array list is slightly slower than array. There is no built-in methods. That is, if you want to write add, delete, update, write search, right, we don't have any predefined methods. But in array list we have a utility methods already. Utility methods. We don't need to write any additional code. Now come to the next set of questions. How do you find the length of an array? Alright, simple question. If you have an array, how do you find array dot length attribute? We can call the length attribute. It will return the size. Right? How many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 it will. Right? How do you iterate over array? Right? How do you print the elements of an array? Next question. Right? We can use either indexed based looping or enhanced for loop. We can use either for loop, while loop, do while loop, anything, any loop we can use. Right, it is a indexed based loop. We will start from the 0 index and up to array dot length. Right, we have to start 0 to array dot length. Then simply print it. Or we can use enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop we can use. Right, what is an array? Colon, and left side we have to keep what type of an array? Integer array. So int variable name. Print that variable name. Can we store different data types in a single array? Right. If I create integer array, can I store integer and float? No, we cannot store different elements in a single array because once we create an array, that is, it will allow to store only homogeneous element. It will not allow heterogeneous. Same type of elements only it will allow. Can an array hold objects in Java? Yes, an array can hold objects. Right, we can create the, here example is string array. Right, we can create string array. String is an, right, each element is an object. We can store objects, we can create it. How do you copy an array in Java? Right, I have a one array, I want to create one more array based on existing array. Right, there are multiple ways, right, to copy. One is system.array copy. There is a class system, in that we have a static method array copy. Right, by using that we can do the create a new copy. How do you create? Suppose this is the source array. I will create destination based on the how much length source is there. Source dot length, so destination will array. By using system.array, we can copy source elements to destination. Right here, first argument is what is the source array. From where I want to copy from source 0th index to where I want to copy destination. In destination, I want to copy from 0 to how much length the source dot length. Right, 0 to last element until 0 to last element copy in the destination. Right, by using arrays.copy of one more approach, we can use, this is the simple way. Arrays.copy of method. Arrays is a class, copy of is a static method of arrays. Right, here directly we can use source and what is the length up to until the last element we can store. Copy, it will copy the new array. If you want only one element, we can give only two elements, two like this. One more is clone method. Right, array object source means array. Right, source dot clone, it will directly clone and create the one more array. Right, by using these three ways, system dot array copy, arrays dot copy of clone, we can create the new one. How do you sort an array in Java? Right, how do you sort? Basically, arrays don't have any predefined methods. Alright, we have to create either bubble sort, merge sort. We can create our own. It's better to learn any one sorting algorithm and searching algorithm. Right, it is better to learn. Right, but here there is a class arrays. There is a utility class called arrays. Here we have a sort method. Right, sort arrays dot sort. Then we can pass the array. It will sort automatically in the ascending order. If you want in a descending order, reverse order, then arrays dot sort, copy the array. Next argument, one more argument we have to pass, collections dot reverse order. So it will print in a reverse order. It will print in a reverse order. Right, how do you find the maximum and the minimum values in an array? One more interesting question. Right, we can expect. Right, what is the, how do you find the maximum and minimum values in an array? Suppose they will give one array, ask to find what is the minimum and the max. Right, array of 0. First, what we will do, we will take min value, max value, both are pointed to first index, 0th index. Right, both initially both max and min are pointed to 0. Here 3. Right, now we will iterate array one by one element and we will compare. Right, this number is greater than max. Suppose if the current number is greater than existing number, then we will update max variable with the current number. Suppose if current number is less than minimum, less than min number, we will update the minimum with the number. Simple one. Right, while iterating we will verify whether number is greater than max, then we will update max. If number is less than minimum, we will update min with the current number. Right, then jagged array. Right, jagged array is an array of arrays. Right, jagged array is array of arrays where each subarray can have different lengths. Each subarray will have, right, jagged array means we can store, we can create a two-dimensional array. Inside two-dimensional array we can create right, this is one array, this is one array, this is one array. Here how many columns? Right, this is different 3, this is 2, this is 4. We can have a different right sizes of nested arrays. Right, it is called a jagged array. Jagged array is array of arrays. Sub-arrays can have different lengths. How do you reverse an array? Right, one more interesting question. How do you reverse an array? Right, I want to reverse. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, how do you reverse elements in array? Right, here what we will do here, simple way is we can create one more array and iterate first array using index. We can copy from last index to first index of another copy. Right, first index to another, we can take another array, we can copy last to first, like this we can copy. That is a simple way. But in an interview sometimes they will ask, I don't want to take another array, I want to update in the same array, I want to update in the same array without creating new array. Then how to create right, here what we will do, we will swap. The approach is we will swap first element to last element. 5 to 5 we will place in the first and 1 we will place in the last. Then 4 we will place in the 2 place, 2 we will place in the 4th place. Right, like that. We will swap the numbers. Here we will take a two variables. Start position I equal to 0 index, j equal to last position. Right, two variables. We want to swap right first with the last. Then while I less than j, while I less than j, then what we will do, we will swap. Swapping means how we will do, we will store a current value in the temp, a of I value. That means I value, first one I will store in a temp. Next a of j is 5. We will store in the a of I. Right, now it will come, j will come in I position. Then again assign temp to j position. Right, j position. Then do I plus plus j minus minus. Right, I plus plus j minus until I less than j. Simple. Right, here we will take a two variable start and end. We will iterate the array until I less than j. We will swap it first position with the last position. Simple. We will increase start position as 1 and end position. Right, we will start position will move to forward direction, end position will move to backward direction. Right, simple. And print the array. Now one more interesting question, how do you remove duplicates from an array? Right, I have an duplicates in an array, how do you find? Right, a simple way is, if you know the collections, there is a hash set. Hash set feature is it will not allow duplicate. Right, if you store the duplicate of it will remove. We will iterate this array and add to the set. We will add elements to the set. It will remove automatically elements. It will remove automatically elements. Right. Then next question is, how do you perform binary search? Right. Sometimes they will ask binary search algorithm to write down. Right. It is always better to learn one searching algorithm, one sorting algorithm. For searching we can learn binary search, for sorting bubble sort. Right, simple things. Right, we can learn, it's better to have an idea. Right, then here there is a predefined class arrays. Right, in that we have a search called binary search method. Binary search method, we can pass the array, which element I want to search. I want to search whether 30 is available in this array or not. If it is available, it will return the index. If it is available, it will return the index of that element. Otherwise, it will remove return negative number. Array dot binary search. Right. The next question is, how do you merge two sorted arrays into one sorted array? Right. They have given two sorted arrays. How do you create one more array with sorted array? Right. Here, simple way is what we can do. We can create a new array with right length of both. Right. We have to create a new array with here three elements are there. We have to create length as a 6. Right. Array 1 dot length, array 2 dot length. Right. Then we can we can simplify, we can iterate and add to it, right? We can write a for loop and write down and add to it again, second loop and add to it. We can do it, but there are predefined methods. System.array copy. By using this system.array copy, we can copy the right array. Here we have to give the first array. I want to copy from first array 0 index 2. Which array? Merged array. We have created new one from the merged array 0 to array dot length. 0 to array dot. Now similarly second array again system.array copy array to from the 0th position in the merged array. From where? Array 1 dot length. Array 1 dot length means 3. From the third position to last position. Array 2 dot length. Right, from starting position to end position we have to copy. Then sort it. I want to sort this array finally. Arrays dot sort method. It will sort it. It will sort it. Right, next question is what are multi-dimensional arrays? Right, multi-dimensional, single dimensional means if we create a single right dimension, then it is called a single dimension. Suppose int brackets some employee ID is equal to new int of 5. That is single dimensional, one row. Multi-dimensional means it will come a rows and columns. 2D, suppose if you take a 2D matrix, right, a two-dimensional array, rows and columns. Right, rows and columns. We can create right either this, or if you know already values, which values you want to store, then we can create directly like this. Right, arrays with more than one dimension is called multi-dimensional. What is the difference between deep copy, shallow copy? One more interesting question. Right, what is the difference between deep copy and shallow copy? Right, shallow copy references the same memory. Right, we will see what. Suppose I have a array. Right, then what I am doing? I am assigning this original array to shallow copy. I am created one more array and directly I am assigning original to shallow. Right, now I have created, now I have two arrays, original array, shallow copy array. Now I am modifying shallow copy array. I am modifying shallow copy array. Right, shallow copy array. Now if I print both, I am printing both, what will happen? Right, say it will affect original also. I have changed first element of the shallow copy, but if we print the elements, it will update the original copy also. Right, shallow copy means if you do the shallow copy, both arrays will point to same memory. So if we change one array, it will affect another one. If we change one, it will affect another. That is the shallow copy. Then deep copy creates a new independent copy of an array. Right? It will copy a new array in the new memory. So if you update in the right copy array, right deep copy array, it will not affect original. It will not affect original. How to create a deep copy? First we have a original array. If you want to create, first to create the deep array of size same size original. How much is the original size? Original array size same size we have to create. Then iterate the original array and add one by one element to deep copy by using looping. Right, now if I change the deep copy first element, if we print, it will not affect. It will not affect. That is the difference between shallow copy and deep copy. Right, how do you convert the array to array list? Okay, I have some scenarios we may get. Right, I want to convert integer array to list. Right, there is a arrays method called arrays dot as list. There is a method as list. Then we can pass the array integer array. It will return the list of integer. Right, arrays dot as list. It will return the list of integer. Then what is the difference between int with square brackets, then variable, and int variable, then brackets. Both are valid. There is no issue, but what is the recommended way is int square brackets array. It is recommended. That is the more readable, right? It is more readable. Second one is less readable, right? Both are fine, but it's always follow first one. Right, then what is the difference between arrays dot equal, arrays dot deep equal? Right, if you have a two single dimensional arrays, we will go for arrays dot equal. It will arrays dot equal will compare single dimensional arrays. I have a two arrays, single dimensional arrays. We can use array dot equal. Deep equal we will use the nested arrays. Right, when you have a nested arrays, multi-dimensional arrays, then we will use arrays dot deep equal. Here, if we take, I have a two, I have created two nested arrays, and if I print arrays dot equal and arrays dot deep equal, arrays dot equal unable to compare, it will return false. Right, both the elements are same, but still it is returning false because it will equal, arrays dot equal will be used only for single dimensional. It will not compare multi-dimensional arrays. So arrays dot deep equal we will use to compare nested arrays. To compare nested arrays, we will use deep equals. Right, that is one. And one more, how do you find missing number in an array? Right, this is one more interesting question. Right, how do you find a missing number of an array? Suppose I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 3 is missed. How do you find? Right, simple way. Sum of all natural numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, up to 5, right? How many elements? We have 5. But it should be in order, sorting order, and one number should be missed. Right, now we can do sum of all 5 numbers. First we will add sum of 5 numbers. What is the sum of 5 numbers? 3, 6, 10, 15. Right. Next, given array sum. Given array sum. What is the given array? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the sum? Right, 9, 10, 12. Right, now we have to subtract. Oh, right, sum of natural numbers minus original array sum. What is the, see, now easily we got missing number 3. First we have to do sum of the natural numbers. Right, we can take the size, right, array dot size last element, and we can do right until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can add it and sum of the array elements, then subtract it. Now there is a formula. Right, first we will take the total number expected. What is the n? What is the n? Array dot length plus 1. We have to do it. Array dot length. Length means what it will come here? 1, 2, 3, 4. One missing number, right? We have to add plus 1. Right, 4 plus 1, 5. Right, n become 5. Sum of the natural number formula. To calculate the sum of the natural numbers, n into n plus 1 by 2. Then second one, we have to iterate one by one and add the sum. Right, add the sum, and we can subtract from the sum of the natural numbers with array. If we subtract it, we will get the 3. We will get the 3 answer. Right, now how do you find element in an array? How do you find element in an array? Duplicate element. Alright, they are asking for how do you find duplicate element in an array. Right, here simple approach is using set. Set will not allow duplicate. Right, now what we will do, we will iterate one by one element in the array. Add, try to add to set. Right, by using what is the object scene dot add. If it is not already available in the set, it will return true. I am trying to add, see, first I will add 1. Right, there is no, already 1 is there, it will add 2. I will add, there is no 2, it will add 4, then 2. I am trying to add again 2. Now what will happen? It will return false. Already is there, so it will not add. Set behavior is what? It will not allow duplicates. right? It will return false. It is already there. It will not add. So we are just right that condition we are using. If it is a false, it will become true. We are using negate, then duplicate number. We got a duplicate. Whenever it is false, then we will get the duplicate number. Simply. What is array index out of bounds exception? How do you prevent it? Right, when we will get array index out of bounds exception, suppose I have an array of size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If we try to access with suppose, right, this is an array. I want to access array of 6, right, more than the size, right? Then we will get array index because there is no 6th index, right? Then we will get a array index. How do you avoid it? How do you make sure we cannot get a array index out of bounds exception? Before accessing any element from the array, we can just write the condition index should be greater than 0, index and less than array dot length. Right, then we can access, then we will avoid array index. Right, we are making sure that whatever index we are accessing, it should be greater than 0 and less than array dot length. Then we will not get a array index out of bounds exception. Right, these are the some of the interview questions on arrays we can expect. Right, right. If you have any doubt in any question, please feel free to comment in the comment box. Right, we will discuss more on it. Right, if anyone knows, right, other than this, there might be you also know few other questions also. Please ping in the group. It will help other people to get the knowledge on it. Right. Thanks for watching.